Okay, just give me a second here. There's a video I'm going to pull up that I want y'all to watch.
Hey, did y'all know?
All right, before we get started, shalom to everybody in the chat. I know this is like one of my pop-up live streams, but thank you for being here. I do appreciate that. And we're going to talk about this video that was sent to me by one of my subscribers that don't want me to say their name, and I'm going to respect them on that. So I will just say your initials. EC sent me this video, and I saw it and I knew instantly I got to do a live stream on this one. So I just want to make sure everybody can see the screen. Please give me a 1 before I get started. If you can see the screen, give me a 1. 5:53 on the West Coast. Well, thank you for being here, Christopher. It's early. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay. So let me just kind of set the stage. Now, this woman is over on TikTok, and she put this video out about us putting racism aside, which is laughable. You know, it's easy for her to say that because she's not impacted by it, right? and we need to unite from democracy. I really, no defense, I don't care about her democracy. We don't even have that. We haven't had that for 400 years. I can't talk about somebody's democracy. You at least had it. We haven't had it even at one turn in this country. So, no, I can't help you with your causes, and we're still struggling over here. We are now at least coming to terms with the fact that we have to look at our own problems above all else. And I'm glad we are finally getting to the point where we are telling other groups of people no. And we must continue on that path. So let me go ahead and play this video, and then I'll come back with some more commentary.
Hey, did y'all know that if you put aside that racist black and white bullshit and actually came together in unity as Americans, we could be the government's worst motherfucking nightmare? Just imagine. For once, Americans would be in control.
But I didn't think we were Americans. You know, what it is, y'all, when life becomes inconvenient for them, then they need to pull us in and get involved. So let's just talk about this for a while. Now, the reason why we don't get involved in these things, as you notice, when wars have come up and many other social issues of other groups of people have come up, we don't get involved. We don't get involved because you don't reciprocate these things back when things are happening to us. Now, if you want to unite with someone, I do have some recommendations for you. You can get the migrants, you can get the Afghanistan people that you brought here, the Afghanis, you can get the Asians, the Ukrainians, the Holocaust victims and their descendants, the Native Americans, or any of these groups that are non Black, that you have done everything for and given all kinds of money to, and reparations, and people that have not paid one tax dollar in this country, and you're throwing millions, if not billions of dollars at them. I would recommend you unite with those people. That would be your best bet. We have endured so much. Y'all don't like talking about the past, so I'm not going to go too far in the past. You have sat and watched us get tormented and killed by the police, and many of you come online and laugh about it, or come on our comments that you need to comply. But I notice when these migrants are swinging on your cops and kicking your cops in the head, you don't be screaming for them to comply. I notice you're very selective in who you say that crap to. You don't say that to everybody, but you exclusively go out of your way to say these things to us. That's what you do. So, you also have the option of getting your police officers. Tell them to come and help you. All right, they've been doing your bidding now for hundreds of years, haven't they? Well, there you go. And let's talk about more things. So, with the police brutality, y'all could care less about what we're going through. You will lie. You got Karen out here that will lie on a Black man, woman, or child and call the police. But I notice Karen and Darren ain't out here stepping up to the migrants. I don't care. I had one woman come in my comment section the last time I said that in a live stream. Oh, you must be missing the videos. They're everywhere. No, they're not. No, they're not. And if they were everywhere, trust me, y'all are proud of your ignorance out on the street. You would have shown it to everybody. Y'all don't step up to these migrants. You don't see Karen and Darren in New York doing it, or Chicago, or Denver. No, y'all don't give the migrants the same smoke you give the Black community. Let's be real. Y'all don't. Okay. So let's talk about the here and now. Y'all don't give them that same smoke. Your cops don't give them the same smoke that they give the Black community. Okay. No, you absolutely don't. You laugh at our pain. And then on top of laughing at our pain, you show no remorse. You show no remorse when you laugh at our pain. Just like George Floyd, all the videos came out of one person laying on the ground, the other person have a knee on them. You know, y'all were putting those videos out. Just like during Trayvon Martin, you put out the Trayvoning videos where one person laid on the ground with some Skittles and iced tea. See, that's the kind of stuff you do. See, when you do stuff like that, don't come back and ask us to unite. Don't come back with that. And those of you that claim you are not like that, you don't say nothing. You don't say nothing to these people that are out here doing this stuff. Y'all stay silent. Reparations. Now, we have watched y'all give billions of dollars out. Just a week ago, we saw the governor of New York miraculously getting a hold of $183 million to give the Holocaust descendants. Because it's mostly descendants alive. It ain't many of these victims alive anymore, y'all. It's most of the descendants getting this money. But when we talk about reparations, what do y'all say? You weren't a slave. Well, I got news for you. We didn't have to be a slave. We are the descendants, just like all this money you give to the natives. Those natives alive today, they weren't part of the Trail of Tears. They're descendants. The native alive today, they weren't the ones that you put in the mass graves. They are the descendants. Isn't that what reparations supposed to be for the descendants? They talk to us like we're stupid and don't know these things. So, since you love giving money to particular people, then those are the people you need to be addressing to unite with. Okay, let's address another thing that's going on in present day. Are women in high numbers dying in childbirth? Now, you're not talking about sickly women. You are talking about women that are healthy and strong when they enter the hospital, and all of a sudden they're gone, the baby's gone, and this just keeps happening to it happens to the same people that were in chattel slavery in this country. Isn't that a coincidence? I don't think so. And anybody with a brain would not be believing that this is a natural phenomena. When you see something happening to us and it's not happening to anybody else, this is an act of sabotage. That's what it is. And we should not be looking at it any other way. It's an act of sabotage. The crack epidemic. To this very day, no other group of people have been sabotaged by the government with drugs. We are the only group of people that happened to. Because you know why that happened? because all through these centuries, you have tried a number of things to try to wipe us off the earth. But one thing in the Bible, our Father said he would never let you utterly destroy us. And he's kept his word. But it doesn't mean you haven't made attempts. You have. You have. And when you don't use drugs, you do blatant things like what you did in Lake Lanier to Oscarville. You'll flood the people out and just kill them all. So you have been weaponizing all kinds of tools to wipe us out, but it's all in vain. You will never get all of us. Erasing our history. Now, have you seen white Americans come out in big numbers to oppose the erasing of our history? Have you seen them come out in a big way against Governor Ron DeSantis and what he's doing in Florida? Have you seen them come out in a huge way about not erasing the history? They're not. And when they introduced this Prager kids, a complete revamp of what happened during slavery, how many of them jumped up and say, absolutely not. We are not accepting that as our history? None. None. Ron DeSantis has been down there wiping out DEI programs. He's been firing people who oppose him. He has fired and wiped out all these jobs down there with DEI. And y'all are not big opposers. In fact, the red states are jumping on board and doing the same thing. Alabama in their states. Okay, they are following in his footsteps. Mass incarceration. There have never been a crime bill written against any other group of people and they were mass incarcerated. That has only happened to our group. It has not happened to anyone else. And nobody that looks like this young lady on the screen has strongly opposed it over the years. They have never opposed our mass incarceration. They'll sit there and tell you, you deserve to be in jail. You committing all the crimes. Well, if that were true, there should not be any exonerations in America. Everybody behind bars should be guilty. But exonerations, ladies and gentlemen, happen in America every day. It happens every day because they will arrest anybody within the black community. They don't care whether you did the crime or not. If we were really doing the crime, then exoneration should not even exist in America because everybody, according to you, committed a crime behind bars. So the exonerations actually out you, and it proves that you are beyond cruel to take somebody and put them in jail for decades for something that never happened. That is beyond wicked. You have outwicked the devil at this point. Even the devil is looking at you in awe. So, another thing, these migrants who are out here thieving and robbing and doing all kinds of crimes. And we already know from Eric Adams, you're not going to arrest them, right? And this is how much you have poisoned the earth against us. You got foreigners walking in on this soil, and they're already walking in here calling us lazy because you have tainted the entire world against us. That came from the media, this wicked ass media in this country. This is what they have done to us. And have they done anything to fix that? No. See, as long as people come in here and the hate is directed towards us, they don't have no problem with it whatsoever. You don't see them stopping these migrants or saying anything about the racism they walk in here with. They're not saying a word. They're not saying nothing. All right. So don't ever let them tell you, oh, you're committing all the crimes. Then you just let them know, then there never should be exonerations in the country then. So the exonerations are actually outing them and outing how wicked their system really truly is. That's why I do those stories. That's the big reason why I do them. How many times have we been online and you see them on podcast or a video and they're literally laughing at our misery? You know how many times I've seen that a lot over the years since I've been on. Or they'll just laugh altogether. Joe Rogan and all of the ones on here, or they claim, or they'll try to fake up some beef they got on black people and get on videos. That is just pure wicked. Many of these people don't even live around us, especially if they're on YouTube making millions. They don't even live around us. All right, so their beef is fabricated. Whatever grievance they got is fabricated. And let's look at the recent thing with Beyonce doing country music, which is our music. Okay, came from us, and these folks have hijacked it to the point where they don't want us to do our own music. But do we say anything when they do hip hop or rap? Do we say anything about that, y'all? We don't come out in a strong way. A lot of times, if we don't want to hear them, we just don't listen to them. That's it. But they will make a whole campaign out of one person that don't look like them that's doing country music. Now all of a sudden they got something to say. But y'all, they don't really do this to everybody. They just do that when one of us do it. And you know what it is? It vexes their soul. It vexes their soul just to think that all of the music came from us. It vexes their soul. It really, truly does. Hassling our children in school over their hair. How many stories are we going to have to look at of our children being hassled over their hair? Our children getting arrested for having a temper tantrum in class. And a lot of times, y'all, these teachers are provoking those temper tantrums that you see our children having. Don't automatically think your child is acting out for no reason. Most children don't do that. They will do that if something happened that led up to that temper tantrum. And every single time I see stuff like this, we always see a pale teacher and a black child. How come we never see it any other way? We never see it any other way. Making false claims all the time that we're all equal and everything is equal now. You know damn well when you open your non existent lips, you are lying. There is no way you can look at all the amount of hell that we're going through and then form your lips to say we're all equal. As soon as I hear that coming out of their mouth, y'all, as far as I'm concerned, the conversation is over. It's over. I don't need to hear anything else from them. Because if you're not going to tell the truth about that, you're not going to tell the truth about anything. So why should I even waste my time listening to that? So, to sum it up in a nutshell, we are not fighting anybody else's battles. We have done that in the past, and everybody that we fought side by side, they have forsaken us. Every single group of people that we fought for have forsaken us. There's not one that didn't do it. And these scummy looking people coming over here south of the border, they don't realize if it wasn't for our people fighting during the civil rights movement, their scuffed up looking asses wouldn't even be here. Okay? They wouldn't even be allowed to come into the country. We got the Africans doing the same thing, calling us Akata and all this other crap. If it wasn't for our people, you wouldn't even be able to stand in the United States and call us Akata, okay? You wouldn't be able to do that. And now you got all these old scummy ass people coming in here and forming their lips to call us lazy and talk about we don't work. Well, how did we get these homes and apartments? Because the government don't give us shit. How do we get all this stuff if we don't work? How do we get the cars that we drive? Because they don't give us crap. How do we get the internet to be on here to even talk on social media if we did not work? Okay. We had to do some degree of working to have these things, period. You're lucky I'm not in charge because every single one of you foreigners that come to this land, you East Indians and you south of the border people and you Asians and all of you that find your way in this country and you try to disparage us, I would round each and every one of you up and you would be out of here. You're lucky I'm not in charge. You would be gone. And then you come over here with this attitude that you're better than us. And I'm going to say this again, then why don't you go and be better in your own country and fix that situation in your country where you don't have to run? Go be better there. It is time for y'all to stand on your own. Every time something you don't like happens, you got to stop looking to us when you have your wars and when the government let you down and you didn't get your way. You need to stop looking to us because, see, we got a past and present history of every time we help y'all out. As soon as you get what you want, you turn on us, you start using the N-word, the racism kicks up. You never let up on us for 1 second. You don't ever say to yourself, these folks just helped us. We're going to do all that we can to help them and make things better for them. You don't do that. You go right back to turning on us and treating us like crap. So it is time for you to spring up on your feet and do what you always claim to us, pull yourself up by the bootstraps and do it yourself because we're not here for it anymore. We're not here for it. I'm sorry. We have done enough. As far as I'm concerned, we have done beyond enough. I'm going to post a link. If anybody, I can take a few people on the panel. If you want to come up and say something in regards to this, you're more than welcome to come up. Oh, yeah, they want us to see them giving money to everyone else. That's why it's in the media all the time, y'all. They especially want us to see that everybody is getting money except for us. That's why they put everything they do regarding money. I want y'all to take notice up in the media. It's always, oh, we're finding money for the migrants. Oh, well, we just found uh, eight, $86 billion and we're going to give it to these folks over here. Why do you think they keep doing that? That's for us. That is for us. No, you may say those things, but I'm glad they're doing this because we are all witness to the dirt that they're doing. We need to witness this, y'all. We can't just turn away from it. Witness. Welcome to the panel, Lamad. Are you there? Are you there? Okay. Well, when you get it together, you can come back up on the panel. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we are in the last days, and she's right. There's a lot of things going wrong for them. I don't know how many of you go over to TikTok. There's a lot of them whining on videos about how things have changed for them. Some of them are crying on the video. Life is hard now, and it is. It is hard. All right. Hello, Miss Nisi. Shalom.
Shalom, Sister Lisa. My first time coming up. I'm at work.
Okay.
So anyway, I have been listening to your videos for a few months and I appreciate you educating and enlightening our people. We being FBA, we know we are the chosen people.
Mm-hmm.
And them heathens know it too.
Oh yeah.
But I will say this, and I'm only speaking for myself. 2024 is the year I have embraced my full villainy. Meaning, I'm not starting anything, but if you bring it to me, I will bring the noise.
Mm-hmm.
No
Mm-hmm.
apologies.
And there should never be any. I do appreciate you.
I appreciate you. God bless you. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom, Danielle.
Shalom, Miss Lisa, and family, be one. My opinion on this, I'm not helping a damn person unless it's our people. And well, let me rephrase that. The ones that got the same mindset like me, like
Mm-hmm.
us, because there are those among us that's like everybody should pull together. That mess don't work with me, don't fly with me no more. I'm just like get the hell away from me. Because I've been, trying to find people that's like-minded where I live, and it's just very difficult to find that right now.
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just seeing stuff happening all around us and everything, and I'm like, you know what? I say I gotta start making some moves to protect me and mine, and try to get with those that think like us.
Mm-hmm.
Because the handwriting is on the wall. And those who's coming over here that's disrespecting us like that, I'm like, y'all can go to hell, straight up. And
Mm-hmm.
when something happens and the government will kick you in your behind, don't come to us, please,
Mm-hmm.
because we're through. I know I am. I know my daughter, she, has that mentality as well. Like, you doing this to us or whatever, why should we help you? And I know, like, sometimes with some people I come across and say they try to treat people on an individual basis and stuff. Okay, I get that. But I'm speaking on a collective. And as a collective, what I'm seeing, man, if the government had its way, well, no, they wouldn't eliminate all of us because they need us and they know it. They,
Mm-hmm.
this world collapsing on itself if they were to eliminate all of us. And that video that you posted, the other was a couple of days ago about how more and more black people are moving to Africa and stuff. Oh yeah, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of our people are leaving in droves. And I know my older sister, when she and I spoke about a month ago or so, she's probably going to be leaving at the end of the year. I know she's trying to be out of here by August, but she said her spirit is in unrest. She said she got to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't blame her. And I said, don't be surprised if me and my children be right there behind you
Yeah.
because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of the looks when you walk into a place. Like, what are you doing in here? Or the cops following you. I'm sick of it. They get behind you. They're reading your plate. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And I'm more so in fear because of my sons. I have two boys. Then I'm thinking about, I'm like, two raising two black males in this country. Oh my God. It's,
Yeah.
I'm tired. So
Yeah.
no, I'm not
I
helping
know
nobody.
that feeling. Mm-hmm.
I'm not helping nobody. I'm not helping no one unless they one of mine. And that's all I have to say.
Well, thank you for coming on the panel, and
Yeah.
you enjoy the rest of your day, Danielle.
Oh, I will. I have to be to work for 1 o'clock. I close again. I'm
Okay.
gonna close. Oh Lord, I'm tired. Okay, y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Be one.
Mm-hmm. Shalom. Animal advocate. Shalom. How are you?
Shalom, good morning, Lisa. I just wanted to come on here and personally tell you I've listened to your podcasts and channels for years, and all of your information is so accurate and on point, and I've enjoyed it. Everything from your spiritual work to all of your news media, all of the different podcasts that you have done. It's the my one of my favorite podcasts. In fact, it is my favorite. So I really appreciate all the information you're giving. Um, and I do agree because I'm here in Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that Texas is on everybody's list because we sent everybody up to the cities up there. But I have to agree with Greg Abbott in that respect because people were frowning on us for trying to control things, and now they understand what we have to go through here.
Mm-hmm.
When we have people coming through here who are not documented, and we have no control over what's going on, and we want to help people, but I don't understand why they can't, if they're going to be spending money on all of this, why not get a designated area that is unpopulated instead of the populated cities that are already overwhelmed? Just
Mm-hmm.
send them to unpopulated cities and help and let them build their city, or whatever the case may be, or better yet, send money to their country to help them. We're already sending money to other countries to help countries rebuild. So why not just send it to the people to rebuild? But I can see that this is done on purpose as a displacement, and it's just to stir up disorder so that they can dismantle everyone. So this is what really bothers me about this, because the government knows that it has the ability to do things sensibly, and it is not. So yeah, I appreciate this commentary about this because it's bothering me for a long time how this has been done by the administration.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much for all of your material. I will be continuing to listen, and it is very nice to speak to you in person.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate you. And I'm glad you enjoy the content that I put out. And, you're more than welcome to come back on the panel anytime.
Thank you.
Shalom. Oops. Okay, I think I skipped over one. One mystery.
Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, everyone. Shalom. How are
Shalom.
you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good and revved up and fucking pissed off. Like, I'm in Chicago. Like I said, every third person now is one of them. And I
Mm,
work downtown hybrid. I'm on a hybrid schedule. So, you know, I see it firsthand. But what I would like to say is kind of the call previous. I appreciate the caller before, but the call previous. Like, yes, they are doing this in front of our face to get to zap our energy, to deplete us. But we're not gonna fall for that because we know we have our kingdom coming to us. They can have this hell on earth because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's just controlled chaos hell on earth. We're gonna have harmony, something we have never seen, and I cannot wait. That's my thing. Like you said, I want this whole situation to speed up in God's time, but we just have to wait on him. But it's like, man, it's very frustrating, but we just cannot give them our energy. And when I say energy, I mean aka the Super Bowl. Any of this stuff that they're putting in front of us, we just have to say, okay, this is Yahweh's will, and okay, what is this? What point are we in the story of our lives? Put it that way.
mhm, mhm.
That's how I feel about the situation. It's very frustrating, and you want to just scream
Yeah,
and just really
yeah,
go off, but what good is that gonna do?
exactly. And we have been battling with our struggle for centuries.
Yes.
And it's just so irritating when people like this one on the screen comes along and act like we should nonchalantly forget about all of our pain and just come join and fight because they're not getting their way. I'm not
Right.
concerned about you not getting your way.
Period. Okay, come on, bruh. Yeah, like it's just wild, you know. It's
Mm,
it's really it's really really wild. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm driving in on my way to work.
that's okay. That's okay. Hey, we all live life, right?
Yeah, it's ridiculous though. But we're gonna be all right. We just have to stand fast, in our stance and know what we know about our story and how our ending, well, how our beginning is going to unfold versus their ending that's happening right now. We have to look at it that way. Their ending is coming, and they're just doing everything desperate, in order to try to hold on to this. But everything that they're doing to me is like karmic backfire right in their face. It happens swiftly to me. It
Yeah.
might not be that way to other people, but I see it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this is going to backfire because, and one last 2 points I wanted to say. I wonder, people probably have already filed their taxes, but you know what? We all should have just collectively said, you know what? We're not filing no damn income tax. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna keep sucking us dry. You know what I mean? Like we got to
Mhm.
take a stand in that regard. And then by them not um holding on to those people who commit crimes, to me, I feel like a cop trying to pull me up, I'm keeping on going. What the hell am I gonna sit and stop for you for? You're no, you don't get to do that. You don't get
Mhm.
to do that. To
Yeah,
me.
well, they said those migrants are driving around with no license,
Mm-hmm.
no
Oh, I can believe
registration
that
for
for
the
sure.
car, and they're just riding around and they're being left alone, y'all.
Right. I
They're
mean,
being left alone.
it's ridiculous. Like, I live on the south side of Chicago, so our streets aren't as beautiful. But my thing is, we got this influx of, like you said, unlicensed drivers. The traffic is so effing slow. Oh my god,
Mhm.
it's ridiculous. But yeah, it's a whole mess, a whole
Yeah,
mess.
yeah.
But
I hear
thank
you.
you for having me. I appreciate you having me. Thank you for your content and your willingness to be consistent and stay at it. Because I know that can be hard and draining with all the
Mhm.
negative and bad news we hear.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
appreciate you for keeping us informed, and you have a beautiful day.
Oh, you
Shalom.
too. Shalom.
Bye bye.
Okay. ADR 2022, are you there?
I am. Shalom.
Shalom. What would you
Um,
like to say?
I want to talk specifically about the lady in the video because I have been on TikTok like quite a
Okay.
bit.
Mhm.
And last summer, she was antagonistic to every Black person imaginable. She started off with saying the N word all through it, saying that because she grew up around Black people, she could say it. And
That
then she started antagonizing Black women.
mhm.
and saying, we were just being haters because, she can do this. This is her culture too. And then she started targeting black men and saying that they were deadbeats. So the
Mm,
fact that this woman now wants to ask to let go of the white and black and to come together, just be Americans, is ironic, since that's
mhm.
not what she was doing just last summer.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. You'd be shocked. A lot of them are like that. A lot of them are. But as soon as life don't go their way, all of a sudden we need to come together. No, I don't need to come together, especially for that reason. So what happens? We come together as soon as you get your way, we're back to being inwards again, because that's usually how it goes down.
Right, exactly. And it's like she's even continuing to play in our face too, just like Michael Rappaport. He sat there and was all down with us until he wasn't. And then he wanted us to come together, and now we're all this, that, and the other. She's doing the same thing. I just don't understand why they think they could continue to play in our face like we're stupid.
Mhm. Mhm. Because they've gotten away with it this long. That's really what it is. They've gotten away with it for so long. For them, it's like natural, to turn the switch on and off when it's convenient.
But yeah, that was pretty much all I want to say, that this lady has the utmost audacity and nerve to ask for help now after she was causing havoc and chaos and confusion just last summer.
Right. Right. But, well, she can go kick rocks because I don't know who's going to join her. It certainly won't be me. You can
Oh,
you can
me
best
either.
believe that. But thank you for coming on the panel. I do appreciate you, and please enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too, and the panel as well. Shalom.
Shalom. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I want to thank everybody for coming out and listening to my rant this morning on this woman. And please enjoy the rest of your day, family. Shalom. Oh, one more thing. Tobias Judah, thank you so much for the super sticker. I wanted to make sure I got that in before we go. Shalom, family.